Hey guys, hope all is well with you guys. So today we are going to install a shifter from a company called Sportshifters. I think they are based out of UK and it is custom made to order, and it took about a couple months to finally get here, but I think it's well worth it because I'll show you in a bit. The quality of the shifter is very good. I've had racing shifter in the past, weighted shifter, and some of the others. The stock one I feel is too plasticky, especially for the six-figure price tag you pay for the car. It's just subpar. I do have the numeric short shifter kit installed, and I think this will go well with that short shifter kit. So let's open this up. Obviously, I already opened it up before, but I just want to show you what comes with it. So first off, this guy goes inside and underneath the boot, the shifter boot. And this kind of acts as the height adjustment for the shift knob, which is interesting. I never had this one before like that, but we'll see how it works. So here's your Allen screw that you use and to adjust your shift knob placement. Bunch of Allen keys or Allen wrenches. And then there's this guy. I'm not sure why. There's a warning tag that says not to remove this or rotate prior to installation. I don't know why, but we'll figure that out later. So, like I said, this kit, you can customize it to your heart's desire. I went with fairly straightforward design, and that's because I wanted to keep it as matched to the current interior as much as possible. I have seen folks that have had red R's on there and all kinds of different lettering, silver, and it just didn't match the car, and I thought it kind of looked tacky, but that's just my opinion. So what I have decided to do is go with this Alcantara, everything in black, but then I did add a touch of carbon fiber. I don't know what you call that, but this plate at the top, and also this window, which is kind of cool. You can get that in carbon fiber. And as you'll see soon inside the car, I do have the GTS carbon fiber trim, so I think this will match nicely. All right, guys. So the first thing I need to do is take this shifter boot off. And I've done this many times before in other Caymans, and you can technically just manhandle this and grab the boot and just rip it off, but I'd rather not do that. So what I do is just take some trim tool and starting from the top, kind of dig in and pop it up. Make sure that you're not hitting your screen there. And it'll just pop right off. You want to start from the top because that's where these two inserts go. And then here you can see there are kind of these hooks. So if you're trying to rip it off from the bottom first, you'll break these the hooks. And I've actually done that once before. So now I know to start from the top. All right, so once that's off, to remove this the knob, you first need to squeeze the base of the knob here. You'll feel it's kind of flat, And you're going to want to turn it, squeeze it, and turn it left. Okay. And then from here, you're going to have to use some pressure and pull right up. So as you can see right now, I've got the numeric short shifter. So now what I'm going to do is take the actual shifter off of this boot. And in order to take the shift knob off first, you'll see there's 4 prongs inside. You're just going to need to squeeze it and then pull it out just like that. Okay. And then you may have to use like a picking tool to actually no, it just came right off. So now the boot is free. So from here, I'm going to use this guy. And that'll go over the top here. And we'll need to make some adjustments. With the set screw. And I'm not sure why they have these indents, but I'm gonna just point that down because you'll see the shifter will sit on top of this plate underneath the boot. So I'm gonna get this guy on here. Make sure you're very careful with not dropping anything, because then you'll need to take off all the trims, interior trims, to find anything that fell in there. So for now, I'm gonna keep this loose. Actually, you see that indent there? May go lower than that. So let me loosen this again, because this kind of prevents it from going any lower, and I want to try this as low as possible. So this is what, which is interesting, this is what sets the height of the new shift knob. And I believe, I mean, it's as simple as, I'm not going to put this completely in place yet, but I believe it's as simple as that. See how the bottom collar kind of rolls up to that, and then this just sits on top of the collar, so I can adjust the height. I mean, this right now is like really extra short. I might actually try that and see how that feels. All right. So as I suspected, all this was just once you get the knob on there, all that is just to tighten this in place. There's no actual threads inside this knob. It's just push it down as low as you can, and then just tighten this. Guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. So easy. I'm not sure why they said do not remove or rotate prior to installation. I have no idea, but yeah, I mean, let's see. Wow. Yeah, that's short. Let's see. Yeah. Really like that. So I say probably decrease the height by at least 3/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. And keep in mind, I also have the numeric short shifter, which allows you to adjust your shifter height as well, which I do have at the lowest setting. And I'll show you. So at the bottom, if you can see it, but there's a nut there, and you can actually turn. There's a set nut, and you can turn this rod and twist it up or down, and then tighten the set nut on there to your desired height. But right now I have this the lowest position, and so now on top of that, I essentially can get this as low as possible. You know what I actually need to do? I'm glad I did it. I did this because I actually need to raise this collar higher so that it touches the shifter, so that there's no play and it's pretty sturdy. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, guys, and that was it. So again, just there was 2 hooks here. Slip that in place first, and then just pop these 2 back in place. The boot is kind of tucked in underneath there, and then there is a screw there. And the design is ingenious because they put the stitching and the set screw in the back, or I guess in the front, so that you can't see it. But look at that. It is really nice. And actually, the Alcantara, I know it can't kind of pick it up on the, really can't pick it up on the camera here, but the match isn't too bad. I think if I went with a completely black one, it wouldn't be as good, but I like the match on that. The carbon fiber window. What do you guys think? I want to go for a cleaner look while matching the interior. You can see I've got chalk stitching, carbon fiber trim, and I tried to go for like a kind of a silvery chalk lettering there. But oh man, look at that. Oh wow. I mean, it feels a lot more solid. Really like it. And the grip is just so nice. Wow. So before I give a rating on this product, I wanted to, oh, by the way, I'm not getting any discount just rating this, but just want to give you my feedback. I wanted to give you this shot. Man, it just, it matches everything. I'm so happy that I got this combination, because there are like millions of different combinations you can go with the shifter, and I got it dead on perfect. Now let's talk about the review on this product, the shifter. So here is the stock shifter, and you can tell it's about the same diameter, but you know what, this is I mean, so flimsy and plasticky. I remember, when I had the GT4 before this one, same generation, 718 GT4, this plastic piece actually came apart during a hot summer. It just popped off, it just became loose. But nonetheless, I think this aftermarket shifter is much better. The build quality, I mean, it's solid as heck. And you know what? I should have measured the weight on this, but as advertised, they said they claimed 350, between 350 and 400 grams. I did have a racing shift knob before, and that was a 400, and they weigh about the same. So, but now I will tell you this sport shifter build quality, just the way it looks, is much better than the racing that I had. I give this like a 9.5 out of 10 overall, whereas racing, I give it maybe a high 7. But as far as the weight, the throw, I am glad I went with this weight. You can actually go with a lighter version. I think they have like 3 different settings or options for weighting, and I just got the one in the middle. And I'm glad I got that. It's just dead on perfect. So what do I feel? Well, when I had this guy, and keep in mind again, I have the numeric short shifter, it did feel flimsy, and I could actually feel the flimsiness of the cable, the shifter cable that goes to the transmission, obviously. By having a plastic and lighter shift knob, it does allow you to feel more of everything. By having this weighted shift knob that's more solid and made out of aluminum, dampens all the looseness, the plasticky feel, or I guess the looseness in the cable feel. It just dampens everything. So that makes the shift action a lot more smoother. The numeric shifter makes it a lot more like a bolt action rifle type of action. So it's more precise in the shift action than stock. But now with this shift knob, it dampens the feel of the looseness of the cable even further. And as a bonus, this is a lot lower than what I have with the stock setup and the numeric shifter. So I will give this a solid 9.5 out of 10, and will highly recommend it. The installation was super easy. If I didn't record this, I could probably do this in like 5 minutes, maybe even less than that. And that's how easy it was. So again, just pop this off. If you care about not scratching, make sure you have something underneath it. Use the trim tool. If you want to risk it, you can just grab this here and just pop it that way, but you will risk tearing that the shift boot material. But again, make sure you pop that first. That'll come off, and then at the bottom, as you can see here, there's a ring that goes around it. You have to press that and turn it left, and that'll make it loose. And then you can just use force and just pull the stock shift knob up. Take the boot off, and then put the collar, tighten the collar at whatever height you want it. Put the boot back on, tuck this guy in, and then there's a set screw in the back. Tighten that up. And that is it. I wish it came this easy with the stock shifter, but it chose to make things a little more complex, as typical German engineers do. So anyway, I hope this helped, guys. And if you have any other shift knobs, I know there's like function first, and there's racing and the others maybe. Let me know your thoughts on the others. Like I said, I had the racing shift knob, and then this one is, I feel it's much better. It does take a while to receive it. It took me like 2 months from ordering it, because they do custom make this from scratch, and then the shipping is obviously international, so it takes a while. Alrighty, folks. I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.